Hello, it's Angela and I'm back to show you card number 3 of the inspiration for this month's box. It's box 20 of the Hobbybase craft box, and that's a subscription box that comes out monthly, so do pop over to the website if you want to find out more. Now for this one we had some of the shaped card bases. This one is the shutter card. If you've seen my earlier video, you'll see how that one folds and goes together. Now, for this one, I've used the pattern papers that come in the box. Now, everyone isn't likely to get the same as I am, but there'll be an assortment. So whatever you have, just mix and match with it. I've used this one with a snow globe on the front. And then on the back panel, I had a glittery paper, so I've used that there. And then on the others, there was some text paper. So I've used that here, but any papers will work. What I've done for the centre bits is, though, I've cut the panels of paper and matted them onto red card just to highlight that centre panel piece. Now I've chosen red because there's red in the paper. Now if you've got one that's got a different colour in the paper, you can pick that out. Say there's a green or a blue or something, just pick that out into your mat layer here. For the central section, I cut a piece of vellum, just a little scrap of vellum. If you don't have vellum, just use some white card or something. It doesn't really matter. It's just really to give an interesting, draw your eye to the centre. Now I used some of the Lunar paste, this one here, through the stencil that we have. Oops, not sure I can find the stencil. There it is. And by putting it across the corner of the vellum and putting the paste through using like a palette knife, or if you haven't got that, use an old sort of credit card, debit card type of thing. As long as you can scrape the paste through and scrape off any excess and pop it back in the bottle, and then leave your vellum to dry. Now I will say that vellum does warp a little bit when it's wet, so don't worry about it because it will go sort of flat when you attach it to your card, and it just adds to the vellum effect if it's a little bit wavy. But it will straighten out quite a lot when it's attached, so don't worry if it rolls up a little bit while it's drying. Once it's dry, then you can handle it and maybe bend it down a little bit if you want. Now this bit here, I just simply put a little bit of this Lunar paste onto my finger and just sort of finger painted across the corner, just to add a little bit of the gold colour that will tone in. So we've got like stars going here and like I don't know, it's got like gold snow, I guess. Here, then I die cut a frame from the glitter card that comes in the box. Now if you haven't got any dies that'll do rectangles, just cut it out, and then you can cut with a craft knife if you're careful, just cut out a centre piece. And it just helps, not only does it help attach the vellum to the card because you're hiding the adhesive under the frame, it also helps keep it nice and straight, and it's going to frame your greeting. So I added the greeting which came in the box. It's a Festive Wonder one which came on a sheet, and they're already on 3D foam pads, so I sort of added that there. Now these elements here, I've raised them on 3D foam pad, but what they are is they're just some of the spare paper offcuts had some of the full snow globes on, so I just fussy cut them out and added them with 3D foam pads. Now obviously I don't know what paper you've got in your box, but I'm sure if you've got one that's got a pattern on it, or it's got some little icons, just cut them out and use one there. Now if you don't have anything that's suitable to use, I'm sure you must have, but if not, then you can sort of maybe use a snowflake die. Cut something like this out, a snowflake maybe. We had one of these dies in the last box. It's a Simply Creative one. It's a nice size and it's quite decorative. If you haven't got something you can cut out the paper, just add some snowflakes. Or any die cut stars even, they would work. But basically that's it. Now I have not covered the back. You can cover the back if you want. Use this panel for your greeting. And just remember that you don't want to have too much bulk on the inside because it's going to fold down pretty flat then to go into an envelope. Well, that was card 3. Let me know what you think, and let me see what you've created too. And thank you for looking. Bye bye.